Hi, welcome back to Cube Entertainment, where we continue to play Magic the Gathering. In the previous video, we started and played the quick draft, and I think we did well. 4 wins with only 1 loss, and 1 more win would almost cover the cost in terms of gems to enter the thing. Let's quickly run through the deck again. I just want to sort of get my mind around it. So there was, I remember, Death Touch and food tokens, I think, was the other mechanism. Or was that... Yeah, I think it was around creating food tokens. So we'll continue to play with this deck, with the quick draft. I'm quite curious if the time difference, because I haven't played, it's been many hours since I played the previous turn, if it makes a big difference in the opponents we play with the cards they get. I'm not sure how all of that works. So we have 3 land, tapped white land. So we won't get to trigger the +1s unless we choose not to play it. I guess we could hope to get other lands. I don't think we'll get the white land. 3 other planes by the time we need to play a white land. I think I'll just get lands on the battlefield. They have a Wildwood Tracker. When it attacks or blocks, if you control another non-human creature, it gets +1 until end of turn. So this has sacrifice an artifact or another creature. Put a +1 counter on it. So that's good if we have maybe those food tokens or something. Or you could sacrifice something that's going to get killed anyway. If you control another non-human creature, it's +1/+1. Target creature blocks, sacrifice a food, target creature blocks this turn if able. So let's block this, because I think that could get bigger. Or maybe just 1. Okay, so we get another white land. Do we want to memory theft the opponent? Or do we want to play it Vigilance token? I think we'll play the token. This will just have the opponent reveal their hand. You may put a card that has an adventure into exile. I mean, if the opponent has something big, they probably won't be able to play it. They'll need more land. So next turn we can pretty much only play this. Maybe we draw something else, but I think I'll play a memory theft. Let's exchange them. They're at a 3/1. Green might have quite a lot of ++ spells. Okay, when you cast a creature spell that has an adventure, Squire gets +1 till end of turn. I think that's an okay card. I'm not crazy about it. So for this we need 3 lands. Hopefully we get swamps. So we get to see the opponent has Rosethorn Hellbred. Attach it to a target non-human creature. It gets +2/+1. This thing, cost if whenever opponent inflicts combat damage to a player, draw a card. So they need 6 mana for this. That one I don't like. It seems just really good. They get to draw cards. So this will let us put a creature from the graveyard on top of the library. So we don't really have anything that we want on the library. Can we get another land? Unfortunately, whenever you cast a creature spell that has an adventure, Garden Bring gets +1 till end of turn. But they gave something 2/2. Okay, so they gave it 1/1 counters. So we'll have to take 4 damage again next turn and give our creature +1/+1. But we won't live that long, so we won't do anything. Take 5. Ouch. Fulfill the touch of the creatures. We have another cottage. This won't help. We can memory theft them to take away 3, 4, 5. They're 6 drop, or we can. Actually, I think we can exile it as well. So we'll discard this, and I think we can exile this. That's nice, actually. So, but we don't have anything to deal with the opponent's very large soldier. Even if we just need something, even if they are tokens, that is not it. But maybe we can bring something back. But it will just come on top of the library, so we can play this, create tokens. Put a counter on each creature you control. No, that's useless. So if they get to add anything to this, we're done. Hopefully they don't. Yeah, that's the end. Wow, that was a good deck. The opponent really has a good green mono green deck, which is pretty difficult, I think, in draft to put together. Either very lucky or very good. I'm still not sure. So that's 4 wins and 2 losses. Let's see if we can get another win. Wondering if maybe we need to mulligan and make sure we have better starting cards. Just not sure. Up against full pos. Okay, same sort of story as before, and pretty much everything we can cast. Although not the greatest. I think I'll take a mulligan. This is a bit better. We'll keep them. I will put the shining armor back. And we'll play a white land. Next turn, depending on the opponent, we can either put the Flutter Fox on the battlefield, or we can put the food, the skewer. Okay, we have a Foulmire. Hi, welcome back to Q Entertainment, where we continue to play Magic the Gathering. So we'll put the Flutter Fox on the battlefield. It can potentially block this, unless they, of course, play a land and give it +2. And the next turn we can either draw a card or leave this open to +2/+2 it. In fact, this does +2/+2 and untaps. So we could attack. Leave it open. Maybe the opponent blocks. No. We'll end the turn. Hoping to get the opponent to attack us back. Then we can give our creature 2/2, untap it, block it. Opponent gets a tournament grounds. Spend this mana only to cast a knight or equipment spell. Are they going to be white, black, and red? Or maybe they just like the card in a black and red deck? Let's see if they attack. It looks like they don't attack. Let's play this in their turn. It's a good use of mana, I think. Draw a card, lose a life. Okay, we get 2 skewers. So we can play the Wintermoor Commander, which has Death Touch, and it's equal to the... Its toughness is equal to the number of knights we control. But I think getting a skewer on the battlefield might be better. Actually, I could have attacked first. Let's attack first, see what happens. Leave the mana open so the opponent might think we have something. We put the Foulmire Knight on the battlefield to Death Touch blocker. Won't really use it to block a 1/1 red cap. Unless, of course, they make it big. They play the Thrall of Possibilities on our turn. Discard a card, draw 2 cards. For land. So this is where I think a card like this is better. We got to draw a card and we got to play a creature where they had to get rid of 1 card in order to draw 2 cards. Because I've seen this, thought about it, but I think discarding a card to draw a card to draw 2 cards. It's like, why don't you just play a better card instead of this card? That's almost how I look at it. Okay, so they have a menace thing. Attach it to a knight you control. Equipped creature gets +2/+0 and has vigilance. We can give a target creature +2/+2. +2/+2, and so this will give something +2/+1. And this is flash, so let's attack. I mean, we can either play this, target creature gets +2/+2, and we untap it, which I think is better. Untap something. Opponent might just let it go, I suspect. We'll give it to the flying creature. We could potentially block if they want to attack back with the red cap. They could potentially give this +4. And this can get... Oh wow, they can actually just sacrifice a creature and do 2 damage to target creature. So they could attack for a lot, then sacrifice it. Another thing that can do damage to us, wow, it's a lot of stuff. Sort of need mana. Need to get mana. Not to get lands, probably. They don't waste any time with that. So the cottage comes in tapped, unfortunately. This will give our knight 0/3. I mean 0/2, and it will have vigilance. We can put this down, or we can play this. Makes them the same. Another target knight gains indestructible. So they'll attack for... They can attack for a lot, so... What? Might as well just attack. It has vigilance, so it's fine. We attack. I'm not sure. They might probably. I don't know what they're going to do. I would attack with this, make it 4, give it +2 at least, and then after that sacrifice it. Oh, they don't have. They do have the mana. +2, fight it, and then sacrifice it, and then do 2 damage. They don't even. Yeah, I would do something like that. Okay, they just tap our creatures. And they do. And they don't make this larger for some reason. They're going to sacrifice another creature to kill the commander. Yep. Interesting. We get another land, which is fine. So we can attach this. And we can play our Silver Flame Squire. So we have 2 blockers for the opponent. They don't have another creature to sacrifice just yet. Another target knight gets menace. Okay. Can throw either another skewer on, or we can throw the cow on the battlefield. I guess, and we can play the skewer. We could attack with the knight. I'll have to double block it, which they don't. Interesting. 3, 1, 2, 3. Maybe they have another spell that can get rid of the knight. Hopefully not. So if we survive another turn, we can also put this skewer onto one of these 2. Or even the knight as well, but probably onto the cow. Okay, they stick their armor onto the elite hunter. Okay, can we bring something back? I think I'll bring the fox back. So it can fly over the top of the opponent. Did I read that right? Except you may put a target card on the top of your library. Yeah. We should have attached this actually. So they could just block this way and they'll need to double block it to kill it. And we'll be able to kill, okay, just one of them. And they don't block. So let's stick this onto the cow. And call that a turn. Not sure what the opponent is up to. Maybe they get an Ember Cleave. I think the opponent, because of the time they're taking to think, they probably don't have anything. I mean, they might just have an Ember Cleave. I think this Death Touch thing is really getting them. Okay, they play a flying creature. And they can sacrifice an artifact or a creature and put a counter on. So we just need to do 1 damage. So if we attack with the knight, that will kill whatever tries and blocks it. This is big. Will also kill anything that blocks it. Both of them will create a food token if they block it. And we can eat both of the food tokens. So do we want to kill the noble thing or the ogre? We do 3 damage. So actually, if we do this way, we kill both. Nice. Equipped creature gets +2+ and has vigilance. And I'll put it on the fox. And I'll eat a food token. The opponent could have sacrificed. I don't know if they had the mana, but they could have sacrificed their own creatures to do 2 damage and kill the squire, and it would have prevented us from getting food tokens. Okay, the opponent's playing something. The suspense is killing us. Ah, okay, they return 2 things to their hand. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, and they can tap 2 creatures, but then they can attack for 2. And they're not tapping us, so not too sure what that's gonna buy them. They could probably they could tap us in our turn. So let's just attack. I don't think they're gonna do anything. Doesn't have flash. So we won't be able to. We should have attached the things first. We can play this on both sides. And now we have another Death Touch blocker if the opponent attacks. They play another land. I mean, this was a pretty smart play by the opponent. It's pretty obvious almost. It took a long time to actually execute it. Maybe they're trying to think if there's another way to get it back. They could play this. Right. Sure. Okay, they have a flying blocker. Target player draws 2 cards, loses 2 life. You have at least 3 mana or spend to create a food token. Yep, let's draw 2 cards. Another Foulmire, a swamp. So let's attack with the cow, and the knight, and the flying creature. Actually, that should be it. We just need to do 2 damage. Yeah, the opponent says good game. They tapped out. They can't play anything. They might as well just take the damage. Get in the game already. We just need to do 1 damage. This thing cannot even block. It can't block actually. Okay, this deck gets another win. Sweet. Very sweet indeed. And we managed to complete some of the daily quest things, kill 15 of the opponent's creatures. Okay, so I think, so 750 is the sweet spot, but I think 5 wins and a pack pretty much, I think is definitely a break even for me. Also 5 wins, that's by far my record with this account or any other account. As I mentioned in my introductory video, I've been playing since about January, so up until the middle of March last month, I was playing with another account. This seems okay. Target player draws 2 cards. It's not the best, but I'll keep it. I'll play the tapped land. So yeah, I was playing with another account, and I attempted the draft a few times, and it didn't. I didn't manage to win 5 games. I think 4 was maybe my record. 4, maybe 4. I think 4 was my record. Okay, they can get something and they can equip it. And we can only exile a target creature. So we can't exile that thing. Target opponent reveals their hand. Should we do that? Let's look at what the opponent has. 7 dwarves. They have a Storm Crusader. At the beginning, each player draws a card and loses 1 life. But that will benefit us. So Embereth Paladin. It has haste. They will have the land. Choose target creature you control and target creature you don't control. The creature you control gets +2. So let's play this. The other thing we can put into a glass casket. Let's see if they set him up at the beginning of your upkeep. This is an artifact, so we have to play it in our turn. Target player draws 2 cards and loses 2 life. Let's play the tapped land. Upkeep, each player draws a card and loses 1 life. I think we'll just do this now. I was thinking of letting them have it for 1 turn to get, so we can draw a card. But that means they get a draw. They draw a card. Where did it? It went here. Each player draws a card and loses 1 life. They would lose 1 life too, but okay, they didn't play the sorcery. Gain X life, where X is the number of knights you control. Okay, it's probably because they don't have knights. They give it lifelink. Okay. We can play this, and it will give something a +1 counter. Target creature gets XX, where X is the number of cards in your graveyard. We have 1 in the graveyard, so we won't play that. Target player draws 2 cards. We can play this. It's got Death Touch. Oh, actually, I think it might just... Okay, it's got 1. Let's put this on ourselves, draw cards. Okay, we get trapped in the tower, so we can enchant something. Something big. This isn't too big yet. But they might actually just... Then those creatures fight each other. So fighting will mean their creature dies because of the Death Touch. So this will let us bring something back from the graveyard if we have another land. I'm going to block. I get a 7 dwarves. So we don't really have a creature. This will let us bring a creature back. Ah, no, I'm an idiot. Only we needed 3 swamps. Don't want to trap the dwarf. But I think I'm going to. 4/4 is a pretty big guy. They still have this. So when we actually do play something, they'll just play a Joust and kill it. But we can give it -4 if we get something else in the graveyard. Okay, they move the thing around. So that will fight something. So we can give this thing -3, then I'll just put the thing back on. That's okay. We kill the thing. Play the swamp. I mean, as soon as I play this, they'll just joust it. And I think we'll die. Double strike does not apply when they fight. Okay. Yep, they equip the red cap thing. Let's play this. This will get, so it's like a permanent thing. So they will play something 2+1, which will make this 5, 5, 5. Wow. And then they'll fight. So probably they'll kill the fox. And it's got double strike. Wow, that is going to hurt a lot. Probably, hopefully they cast this Joust. It's a sorcery spell, okay. Well, it's gonna take 5 damage. We'll take it. Doesn't have trample, luckily. It's not ideal. So do we block with it this turn, or do we take the big damage? Actually, this will work. They don't have a... It lost its ++ counter. Ah, it was just till end of turn. Okay, nice. You get to draw a card. I always like that. We get to play the knight. Another swamp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 land, opponent has 7. It's flashing. Does that mean they're gonna... my goodness. Funeral. XX for X number of cards in your graveyard. Sacrifice a food token. Target creature gets -3 until end of turn. Well, we don't have a food token. But we have a flying 3/3. Hopefully they don't kill this. Red Cap Raiders. When Red Cap Raiders attacks, you may tap an untapped non-human creature you control. If you do, it gets +1 and gains trample until end of turn. Ouch. Do we fill the attach it to target knight you control? Is this a knight? No. Equipped creature gets +2 and has vigilance. So, yeah, that's not ideal. So we could block, but it will just die, so... And what does this do? When it enters, just 1 damage, sacrifice a food. Is that ++ just gonna stay there? Wow, and that goes away, thank goodness. Put a +1 counter on each creature you control. This creature gets vigilance. Well, it's the only thing we have, so we'll play it. They're gonna make this again 6/5. So I don't want to block. So one more turn I'll attack with the Bognaughty. Hopefully we get something to keep him down, or this is not gonna help. Okay, we just make them Oh, we can't even make them discard their land. That's a bummer. Okay, so we'll just have to block this thing. And then I have another one. Oh, man. Not even sure if we can draw anything to save us at this point. Sacrifice a food token, target creature gets -3. We don't have food tokens. Just didn't draw any of our food token things. We didn't even draw the skewer. Oh, well, that's just great. Like, literally one turn too late. Good game. Yeah, they had like double strike things and hastes and first strike. That's unfortunate. I think that was it. It's 3 losses, unfortunately. So do we claim 650 gems and 2 packs? That's great. Basically, we can almost pretty much pay to enter another game. We'll leave this for another video. Maybe I'll play another draft. But that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed that. See you next time.